Does it get much better than juicy, tender beef piled onto a toasted bun with ooey gooey cheese? It sure does. Serving it up with a rich au jus is the ultimate way to enjoy a roast beef sandwich. Hey there, I'm Kristen from A Mindful Mom, and today I'm going to show you how to take simple ingredients and turn it into the best French dip sandwich. Instead of going to the store and purchasing a roast labeled beef roast, get picky with your meat and only buy a chuck roast. A chuck roast has a nice amount of marbling, so when it cooks, the meat will get super tender and the result is melt in your mouth beef. If you want your final dish to taste amazing, you must season it from the beginning and season it well. Season your chuck roast well with salt and pepper. Instead of just putting your meat right inside your inner pot, we're going to take a couple extra minutes to saute our roast. This is going to seal in amazing flavor and give the final dish a little bit more texture. Hit saute on your Instant Pot and add in a little bit of oil. Once heated, add in your chuck roast and sear on each side, giving it a couple minutes to fully brown. Pro tip, never, ever try to sear a frozen cut of beef. It won't happen and you'll be left with oil splattering everywhere. If you have a frozen chuck roast and you still want to make French dips, it's okay. You can skip the searing meat. It won't be the best, but it'll be pretty darn tasty. Now remove your meat from the Instant Pot. I know, it's not done cooking, but we need to remove it so that we can get up the brown bits on the bottom of the inner pot. Notice how I turned the saute function off before adding my liquid? Be sure to do that. It's a common mistake to add your liquid while the saute function is still going, and it can result in a lot of the liquid evaporating, which will result in not the best outcome. So pour in 1 cup of beef stock and scrape up the brown bits on the bottom. Once the brown bits are scraped up, add in 3 cups of liquid. Trust me on that. You want a lot of liquid. You want your meat almost completely submerged in liquid. It will keep it super flavorful and juicy. Add in 2 cloves of garlic, 1 sliced onion, and 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Remember, we're building layers of flavor. And now add your roast back inside your inner pot. To cook your pot roast, put your lid on your Instant Pot. Make sure your vent knob is pointed towards sealed, not venting. Do not be tempted to hit the meat or roast button. You want to be in control of how you cook your chuck roast. And so to do that, we're going to hit manual or pressure cook and adjust the time ourselves. For a chuck roast, we want to cook for 20 minutes per pound if it's thawed and seared. If it's frozen, we want to cook for 30 minutes per pound. Today I have a 3-pound chuck roast, so I'm going to set the cook time for 60 minutes. To do that, I'm going to hit manual or pressure cook and use the plus or minus buttons to adjust until it reads 60. Remember, it's going to take some time to come to pressure because there's a lot of liquid inside our Instant Pot. So be patient. Once cook time has elapsed, please, if I ask you to do anything, do this. Do not do a quick release of pressure. That will result in tough, dried out meat. Instead, you want to let pressure release naturally on its own or for at least 10 minutes. Then you want to open up your Instant Pot. We're going to remove our chuck roast to a bowl so that we can shred our meat. Before shredding my meat, I'm going to hit saute again on my Instant Pot. This is going to let the cooking liquid condense and richen and evaporate to form a perfect au jus dipping sauce. To shred the meat, you can use 2 forks, you can cut it into chunks, or you can use my favorite hack, which is a handheld kitchen mixer. Put your mixer inside your bowl, turn on low, and shred away. Instead of just piling your buns with the meat and cheese and serving with the au jus, we must toast our buns. This will prevent the bun from getting soggy when we dip it into our au jus. To toast your buns, preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Place your buns on a cookie sheet, and then we're going to spread with butter. Pop in your oven for a couple minutes until the inside of your buns is nice and browned. Remove the buns from the oven and rub a peeled garlic clove over the bun. Remember, we're building layers of flavor here. Pile the meat onto the toasted bun, top with cheese. Provolone is best, but Swiss can be used. Pop back into the oven until the cheese is melted. Now my husband swears these French dips taste better with a smear of mayo. In my opinion, it's a little overkill, but do what you like. At this point, our au jus is nice and bubbly and reduced. You want to hit off. Dish up your au jus and serve your French dips. You know what goes perfectly with these French dip sandwiches? Corn on the cob. Be sure to catch my next video where I show you how to make perfect Instant Pot corn on the cob. I'll catch you there.